Last time on Riku's story, whatever that's, I forget what it's called, but he went back to Hollow Bastion to relive his dark memories.
But there doesn't seem to be forgetfulness in him.
I guess the forgetfulness is only in the upper floors, not the basement floors.
Maybe.
See, I told you if Sora had gone downstairs instead of upstairs, he would find Riku eventually. But no, he had to go upstairs.
Yes, because there were no stairs downstairs for some reason.
There probably was. Sora's lazy. He didn't look for him.
Yeah, he didn't want to look.
He's did what the naked guy in the black coat told him to do.
The naked guy in the black coat, I said he was probably wearing pants.
Only because this is a Disney game.
Huh.
But then again, Lion King's a Disney game, a Disney movie, and they're not wearing clothes either.
Because they're wild animals.
Shh. So is Donald and Goofy.
Well, there's a difference. Donald and Goofy walk on 2 legs. All the characters in the Lion King walk on 4. It's like that movie Zootopia that just came out. They're walking in on 2 legs, and therefore they wear something.
Go see that movie? You see that movie? Or you gonna see that movie?
I might. I don't know. I'm just waiting for Disney to do another 2D movie. I don't know if it's ever going to happen because, you know, the guy who's in charge of Pixar is also in charge of Disney's animation division. But it's like they say 2 2D movies and they gave up. They're like, yeah, we're not going to make money. Let's do 3D only.
Well, what was the last 2D movie they made?
Winnie the Pooh. That was in 2011. Well, for one thing, they said, oh, Winnie the Pooh wasn't a success, therefore we should not do 2D. Well, number one, people commonly associate Winnie the Pooh as being a baby's property. I mean, yeah, it isn't, but people stereotype. And number two, it was released the same weekend as the last Harry Potter movie. Did they really think it would have stood a chance?
Probably not. If only Disney had owned Harry Potter.
No, the rival Warner Brothers owns it.
That would have been a weird Magic Kingdom adventure.
Well, no, here's the thing. They were like, it seems to Disney that Winnie the Pooh failed because it was 2D, not because it was released the same weekend as a movie that had been highly anticipated for a decade.
Nope, it was a 2D thing. Definitely a 2D thing.
But then, yeah, there's going to be some people saying, well, it could have at least made some money during Harry Potter. Well, that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Number one, it's a property that not a lot of older kids are going to be seeing. Whereas other Disney movies would attract older kids.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one movie. Did you ever see the What's Disney December from Nostalgia Critic?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of where he wanted this. Oliver and Company came out at the same time as Land Before Time.
And Land Before Time was considered the better movie.
I saw that movie when I was a kid.
I never saw Land Before Time, the original. I got sequels for Christmas one year, but I don't remember it.
I do remember going to see that movie at the theater, Land Before Time. I think I remember watching it.
Wow. The first movie I ever saw in the theater was Shrek. The first one.
I think the first Disney movie I saw in theaters was Rescuers Down Under.
That was in 1990.
Yeah, because before that it was Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, and those were
No, Beauty and the Beast came after.
Then before that was Little Mermaid and stuff. That was girl movies. I don't watch girl movies.
Well, you were all right. You were 79. You were in 79, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was that movie with the dog in the woods or whatever that was in 82. Then there was Black Cauldron in my battery's getting low.
I would have been 2 and 4 then. So
yeah, my Black Cauldron was made in 85.
I was 5 then. I was probably too young to watch that movie. I was probably too young to watch Black Cauldron when it came out.
Yeah, and then let's see. Then there was the detective one that came out in 86.
6. I don't remember that.
Then there was the Oliver Twist adaptation. That was in 87.
Oliver and Company. And that's where
that one.
That's where I saw the Land for Time Instead.
Yes, and then 89 was Little Mermaid.
Girl movie, Cooties.
Yes. But hey, Rescuers Down Under on the surface was a cutie movie. Not cootie, cutie.
Yeah.
But I mean, the movie itself isn't. It's an adventure movie, but the posters probably would have advertised that.
Talking Mouses are cool. I watched Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, so that was cool.
Oh, no, Chip and Dale is
Rescue Rangers.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta plug in the charger. Alright, it's charging.
I don't remember if I saw the original Rescuers movie.
Well, that was before you were born, I think. 77.
The original Rescuers?
Yeah.
Okay, then I must have saw like somewhere else or read a book or something.
Yeah, I did see the original Rescuers on VHS or something. I think I still have it, but I don't remember it that much. The Down Under, I never saw. Ever. And people are gonna be like, well, you're missing out. I'm sure I am, but I never saw it.
Well, find a video or DVD, watch it now then, I guess. Like
what? Disney's gonna overprice their DVDs probably, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably find it one day.
Or have Disney come out with a Netflix Hulu thing or something of all their stuff.
Yeah, because Disney does release some of their movies on Netflix. Yeah.
Or get on iTunes, I guess.
Yeah.
I got most of my stuff on iTunes. I got most of the Marvel movies on iTunes and the Shield show.
Yep.
Oh, did you watch Agent Carter?
No, I haven't watched Agent Carter.
That's pretty good. You also check it out. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Good cliffhanger ending.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Cliffhanger ending.
Yeah, it had a cliffhanger ending.
And the series is over?
Well, the season is over. Unless they'll continue it and the series is over with. The season, the cliffhanger ended the season ended with a cliffhanger. I don't know if cliffhanger or not. It was a big moment. I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet. You also watch it. It was good. Meanwhile, Riku's climbing some ladders.
Yep, he has to climb on up
to the east side. He's moving on up to the
This reminds me of West Side Story. Kids, do you know what West Side Story is?
It's the Romeo and Juliet of the modern age.
Yes. A movie made... No, first it was a play, then it was a movie in the late 50s.
Just like Lion King, basically Hamlet with animals.
Yeah. And like how Lion King 2 is Romeo and Juliet with. I would say Lion King 2 is more loosely based on it, though. Though Hamlet, I would say, is kind of loosely based too, because if it was entirely based on Hamlet, Simba would have died too.
Can't have the hero die. That's someone Disney like.
Oh, you know, my sister was watching the short film collection that Disney has on Netflix.
I saw that.
Yeah, the one that they had based on the little match girl. When she saw the ending of that, she said, I got depressed watching that. And I had to remind her that that's like one of the only Hans Christian Andersen adaptations where they use the ending from the story. And oddly enough, when you look at all the Hans Christian Andersen stories, that's actually one of the happier endings. Because, sure, the little match girl dies, but at least she goes to heaven with her grandma. In Little Mermaid, it's the, like in the Disney version, she marries Prince Eric, and it's like happily ever after. No, in the original story, she dies. The only way it's kind of positive is that she doesn't become sea foam, like how she was supposed to. And not to mention, the prince doesn't even fall for her in the original story because she basically has to go through all this torture that comes with the getting legs, and the prince doesn't fall for her.
What a jerk!
And then, of course, Frozen is based on the Hans Christian Andersen story, The Snow Queen. In fact, originally, you may not know this, but Frozen was meant to be a 2D movie. Because the original plan was to alternate between 2D and 3D, but then, of course, the Winnie the Pooh scandal happened. And then they're like, no, let's make Frozen 3D.
But not even 3D, just 3D.
In fact, when it was still going to be a 2D movie, it was just going to be titled The Snow Queen. Though, to their credit, I actually could not imagine Frozen being in 2D. There's just something about it that's like, yeah, it has to be in 3D. Same goes for that other movie they just released, that Zootopia movie. But movies like Tangled, that Jack and the Beanstalk adaptation they're doing, I feel those could be in 2D.
Jack and the Beanstalk, they're doing
that
like,
they're like doing like a version of that, except the giant is supposed to be like a little girl.
Is Mickey Mouse Jack again, or someone else?
No, it's like they have like an actual guy, like an actual human guy. I don't know if the guy's name's Jack. All I know is it's like a loose adaptation of, I don't know, some kind of giant story.
Is it Disney or somebody else?
It's Disney.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna be in 3D. So part of me feels like
Is that Disney already did Jack the Beanstalk in the 50s?
Yeah, that was like a Disney adaptation. Like they want to do like an actual adaptation now. Like Disney did like same thing. Like they did an adaptation of like Alice in Wonderland, except having Mickey there instead of Alice. But then they did an actual Alice in Wonderland thing. No. It was Alice Through the Looking Glass. They adapted.
They made a cartoon version in the 50s, they made a real life version in the 90s or 2000s.
No, yeah, the cartoon version was in the Alice in Wonderland cartoon was in the 50s, and then the live action one was 2010. You know, there's a sequel to that coming out this year.
There is?
There is.
I think, did you know that the Alice and Woody are the same voice actor? I think
Alice and Wendy, yeah. Yeah, I knew that Alice and Wendy were voiced by the same person.
Speaking of them, I think they're both in this game.
Are they?
Didn't they have the original voice actor for them came back from Kingdom Hearts?
I think maybe. I know somewhere she came back.
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon.
Darkness is your weapon.
It is time you learn.
Riku, stop talking to yourself.
What do you mean?
Stop talking to yourself. Stop talking to yourself.
Accept the darkness. You have no choice.
Uh-oh.
You are to serve me again.
Did Sora kill you?
Ansem.
Apparently not.
Seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in.
Anyways, getting back to the old 2D, 3D rants. You know that Don Bluth is trying to fundraise a Dragon Slayer movie, right?
Yeah, I saw the video
Surrender to me again.
on Nostalgia Critics.
Crazy. No.
Yeah, he's hoping that the movie will be successful enough to revive 2D movies.
Did you really
Didn't Don Bluth do that Land Before Time?
Yeah, Don Bluth did Land Before Time. That's why I bring it up.
We've come full circle.
For being
Yeah, now he wants to make his big comeback with this Dragon Slayer movie. And if it gets made, hopefully he knows how to market it properly so that way it can be a bit of a success.
Did you ever play that game?
No, I actually haven't. All I know is the Nostalgia Critic showed me it's pretty difficult.
All of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong.
Uh-oh.
Never played the game, but I went to that place. I went to your place where it was played at. Soba's Pizza.
That's right.
The father of Chuck E. Cheese. I actually went there as a kid.
I never went to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid.
Listen.
Neither did I. I went to Showbiz Pizza.
A light will never
Chuck E. Cheese
give
came
up.
out.
I went to another place that was very... I went to several other places that were similar, but I never went to Chuck E. Cheese.
I got it. I won't lose.
And I think that's because they don't have one near me.
You think that feeble little light can save you?
That's weird. I wonder how
The
Riku can
darkness that
smell
I
darkness.
command?
He can smell darkness. He just said that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a figure of speech.
Like,
Oh my god, we have to fight him early. Let's end him now. You shall feel the darkness everywhere. Okay. Wait! They're doing the tutorial now?
Yep. After our first level, at the first floor, time for tutorial, because everything we just learned, fighting. Break it right away.
What am I doing?
I guess breaking his card. Remembers. When Ansem steals his card, break it right away. You did it!
Rapid break. Oh, now they're teaching us some stuff. His voice is much more epic. Oh, so that's how he does limit breaks.
And knowing is half the battle.
Uh-huh. At least we were given a tutorial that was worth something.
That all you got?
It seems to me
'Cause it was
you're
short and
intent
sweet.
on resisting
To the
darkness.
point.
All right, then see it for yourself.
Sure. Heartless that talks, and you have a
This
card.
is a card crafted from your
How do you have my memory?
Advance
Riku's
through the
memory.
world it creates, and soon you
It's
will
a
understand.
secret to everyone.
Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it.
Give it.
I'll enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the
Say
darkness,
please, Riku.
then I win.
He just had to say please to him.
Now say thank
I
you.
have one more gift for you.
He doesn't want to.
Now say you're welcome, Ansem.
And what was that? Oh. Did he just kill him?
What'd you
Gave him a
do?
heart attack.
I simply tell
No!
you that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
CPR for Riku.
CPR
Use it or
now.
not is your choice. I'll be
Riku's got some
Riku,
clogged darkness arteries in his
For you to
darkness in his arteries.
and
Too many
yield
Big
to
Macs,
The darkness in your heart.
Darkness is artery efficient. Clogs your arteries.
D mode. Why don't we get a tutorial on D mode?
Darkness mode.
Darkness
Activate.
mode. Up the stairs.
To the same point we go. But first,
Uh-oh, another hooded guy.
cutscene. Well, no hood.
Who are those two? There are hooded men everywhere.
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here,
And
Zaxxon?
who are these three?
I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vex.
Plot thickens.
Yes, it does
Such a
thicken.
shame. The
Because we
organization
have
used to be the
no
rock
less than
around us.
5 hooded
You're
men.
only number 6.
But only one's worn his
Let
fit
it
so
go,
far.
Vexen.
Yeah.
I guess these people don't care about their faces being seen to the public.
Yes, even though there's cameras in this castle, even though
What did you detect?
that's like the only way we're getting a look at them, I presume.
Visitors. I picked up 2 cents.
You know, as I see the organization members again, I'm reminded more and more of how I tried to simulate Organization 13 in The Sims 2.
She cannot return from the realm of darkness.
You did?
Of her own
Yes!
If you
And
would
The
let
Sims
me
3. Like, I
finish.
remember there was a hairstyle in The Sims 3 that looked exactly like Zexian, so he was the only one I was able to perfectly recreate.
But I truly cannot say much
Without
more than that,
modding.
since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
I remember one of the traits I gave Zexian is that he didn't like being nude.
I do not know for sure.
They don't. You
The
didn't.
scent
Yeah, he wore a
very
bathing suit in the
similar to
shower.
that of the superior.
Like,
And yet,
Very
not
shy.
exactly the same, was
Very
it?
Yes, but I made it and I think I made it based on how when he was a kid he didn't talk.
Now, what to do?
what about his kids? Were they anything like that? Did you
I
beat
don't
them?
know. I didn't give them kids
See
in
what
or.
develops.
Well, actually, I remember one incident in The Sims 2 that happened. I had a family of 8, consisting of Zemnis, Axel, Roxas, Larxene,
Something smells.
Vexen.
What's that?
Who else was there? There's 3 more.
Darkness. It's the smell of darkness.
Namine?
I can't
No.
believe this is happening.
I don't know who else is there.
Skin.
Don't worry, Riku.
Like, I know the maximum amount you could have was 8, but who else was there? Oh my god. Oh, Demix, I think, was there.
But Mickey's here.
Yeah, Mickey's here in this game. I'm talking about Sims 2 story.
I can see right through you.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Funny, huh? I can only send
Mickey's
a bit of my
dead.
power
Mickey's
to
dead!
space.
Kids!
That's
Don't
why-
He
look,
must go
kids.
public domain. Disney must riots now to save him.
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let
But
go of who you are.
who else did I add to that Sims 2
You
thing?
got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to
Vexen?
do, I know.
Yeah, I said Vexen
Please
was
don't
there.
forget,
Axel?
even in the darkest
Yeah, I said
darkness,
Axel was
there's
there.
always a little bit of light.
Light was.
I think
Zemnis?
Luxord may have been there. Yeah,
You and I have seen it.
Zim-
then that's one
Our
more.
welcoming light
Let's see. Was it?
inside
I don't think it
your
was Zigbar.
Greg?
Science was there.
It will show you the way. Please don't give up.
Zigbar,
Remain
Science.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was Larxene started cooking in the kitchen.
Okay.
And I was a really bad house designer at the time, and I made this like really, really big kitchen.
I'll get there. I promise.
So Larxene started a fire.
Oh. You're an illusion.
On the kitchen stove, and like the whole kitchen counter started catching fire.
We're connected, you and me.
And don't ask me why, but I needed to call the fire. I tried to have Larxene put it out herself, but then the fire wouldn't go out because it was like spraying to the whole counter. So I tried to make her go to the phone to call the fire department so they could put it out. But the happy home designer I put the phone all the way across the large room. So she would walk towards the phone to go call the fire department. Not even a quarter of the way across the room, she would stop and then run back to the fire to go panic about it. So eventually everyone enters the room and like they're all panicking. Eventually I try to get Axel to put out the fire, but then he, Vexen, and one of the other members, who I think was Syx, died in the fire.
Yeah, they killed him.
And then eventually I got Larxene to put out the fire, and it eventually went out on its own. And there was like nothing but ash left in the kitchen.
Was the dead bodies of your former friends.
Yes, and then later on Zemnis's hunger and energy went all the way down. He refused to eat because he wanted to sleep, and he ultimately died of hunger as a result of the event too. So it was like down to Larxene, Roxas, Demix, and Luxord, I think. Yeah. Wow.
Only one girl, 3 guys.
Well, there was only one girl to begin with.
And with that, I think we should call this video a day.
Yeah. That was a very weird Sims 2 story I told. Maybe I should... I have the complete collection on Origin. Maybe I should install it again.
We're looking forward to seeing that. But until then, see y'all next time.
Yep.